Hi everyone, welcome to Kit and Brush. Today I'll show you how to draw a Valentine's Day dragon, complete with hearts and glitter. So grab a pen and some paper and let's get started. Let's begin at the top of our paper. In the center, we're going to start with the horns, drawing a small curve, a line going up at an angle, a point, and then coming down to meet the end of that curve. And then just below that, let's draw another smaller curve, another line going up at an angle, and then coming back down again. Now coming up to that bigger horn, let's draw two lines, one on each side of that horn there. And these are slightly curved. And now on the left side, just drawing a longer curve going towards the top of the paper. And then on each side of that curve, you're going to draw almost like a J shape. And these are the ears of the dragon. We're going for a toothless look here from How to Train Your Dragon. And then on each side of the face, we're going to draw some, I guess you could call them frills. I'm not sure what the correct term is for that, but they're just some little smaller shapes like we drew above for the ears. And now I'm going to use sort of the center of the horns there and just draw a small little point at the bottom. And this is going to help me figure out where I want to draw my next line. It's going to be more of a curve for the tip of his nose, and then come back up and meet the other side of his cheeks. And then from here, let's go to the center of the face, draw a straight line. And then under that straight line, we're going to draw two little nose slits. And then on each side, you're just going to draw some small curves for the mouth. And now on each side of that smaller line that you drew earlier, we're going to draw 2 points, or a point on each side, I should say. And then on that point, just come up, around, and then meet back at that point. Should look like a really fat teardrop, but upside down. And then in each eye, you're going to draw the highlights there, just one large circle for a highlight. And then a curve just parallel to that outside line of the eye. We're making these look like eye slits, because dragons, usually you see them that have slitted eyes, kind of like a cat or a snake. And then just color those in. You can color it a different color if you want. I'm going to color mine black. And there we go. We have our dragon's face. Just cleaning up some bits here. Alright, now let's start on the body. On the left side, I'm going to draw a little point there, and then on the right side another point. These are just some guiding points to help me figure out where I want to put my lines. I'm going to draw a small curve on each side for the neck. And then before I proceed, I'm going to start with the heart, because this will sort of help you see where to put everything else. So I'm just going to draw the top of the heart, and I'm going to go in the center. I want the heart to be centered with the dragon's body. So draw a curve there on each side of that point, trying to make it look symmetrical. It's okay if it's not perfect. And then from here, I'm going to draw the dragon's hands or paws or whatever you want to call them. So from that point where I ended with the heart, I'm going to draw a little curve there for one of his claws, and then another claw, and another. And then just finish up by bringing around that last curve on the claw. It's almost like a J. And now I'm going to come up to the dragon's shoulder and just draw a line to meet with that curve for the claw. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Just making some claws that wrap around the heart. And then another line, a small curve for the shoulders there. And now I'm just using the center of the dragon's body to make the bottom part of the heart, the tip of the heart there. So just make a little point and then come on the left side underneath that last claw and draw a line. It can be slightly curved too. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, just coming from that point, but then meeting at that bottom claw there. Okay, now we have our heart. Now let's go to the center of the dragon's body, like just making his bottom there. We're going to draw a small line, and then I'm going to extend that line out on each side. And now we'll know maybe where to put the feet. So next I'm going to draw just a little J shape there on each side, just mirroring. And then I'm going to bring that J shape up and start forming the claws of the foot. I did 3 claws for my dragon. You can do as many as you want. And then inside that foot, I'm just going to draw a little detail, a little heart there. And then come up to the dragon's claw, and you're going to draw an upside down J for his hind leg. Now let's repeat on the other side. Again, drawing a curve up and forming the claws. Now making a heart shape on the inside, sort of like a foot pad, I guess. And then another upside down J to connect that foot and the leg. Now I'm just going to come up to each foot and make a little guiding point. I'm going to connect that bottom line that we did. Now drawing some details on the neck and the body. This is sort of like what you see on a snake. It's like the underside, the belly of the dragon. Now I'm going to start on the tail, coming up about halfway up on that hind leg there. Just draw a slight curve, and then down to the foot, draw another curve that comes a little past that. It's going to curve a little bit more upward. And then form a point for the tip of the tail. And I'm going to draw a heart on the tip of the tail there, just a little detail for Valentine's Day. And then come about up on that toe there and draw the underside of the tail. Now I'm just going to draw some little segments in the tail there, some lines. I'm going to do the same thing on that underside, those lines that we made earlier. And the arms, just cleaning some things up. And I think I'm going to add one more detail to the ears up here. Just a little heart in the corner of the ears. You don't have to do this, completely optional. But in the spirit of Valentine's Day, I say, why not? Now let's start on the wings. On the left side of the dragon, draw a curve going up toward the top of your paper. Repeat on the right side. I'm just going to draw the claw. You want to make these sort of similar in shape to the horns that we drew on the dragon earlier. And then just draw around those claws on the top, that one claw. And then come down with a curve toward the bottom of your paper. And then underneath that first curve for the wing, you're going to draw a parallel line, followed by some more parallel lines. These are all just parts of the wing fingers, I guess you could say. I think that's what they call them on bats. They're very, very similar to bat wings. I'm going to repeat on the same side, just making these really narrow fingers in the wings. There we go. And in between each finger, I'm going to draw the webbing. It's just some curves going in toward that wing. All right, our dragon is nearly complete. I'm going to add one more detail inside the heart. I'm going to draw 2 smaller hearts, and you can do something different if you want. I just thought this would look really cool with some different colors of glitter. So you do what you want to do. I'm just going to draw a heart just slightly smaller than that first heart there. And then I'm going to draw an even smaller heart in that second heart. I'm going to make these each different colors when I color my dragon. So you feel free to do what you want, color them however you want. I'm going to add some COPIC markers and some glitter to this little guy. So enjoy the music and some facts, and I will see you at the end. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed drawing along with me this awesome Valentine's Day dragon. And if you did, please hit that like and subscribe button to see more kit and brush videos in the future. Happy Valentine's Day!